Hey guys, and thank you so much for coming back to yet another video of mine. My name is Yael, and this is yaelacting, where we talk about what being an actor is all about. My last video that I will also put a card for here was more of a funny one about an audition I had quite a few years ago. This one, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna, be all emotional about it, but it did make me think. What I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to be dramatic about it, and I will obviously, put a disclaimer here that this is my personal experience. You might think totally the opposite about how I chose or still choosing to look at it, and that's okay. I would love to hear from you in the comment section down below, but I obviously am not going to hurt anyone or put any names out. This is not the goal of this video. I am going to speak very honestly about this experience and my thoughts of how I felt about it. So this audition was about 6 months ago. It was on November. I got the details of that company. They're those type of companies that have an ensemble that's, goes through every production. Like if you go to their past productions, you get to see the same actors over and over again. So it was very interesting and also exciting to see that they are looking for new faces. It was more of a physical role. So the character was non-speaking, but would have quite a big role in embodying that character physically. They wrote to me saying, we are happy to give you this and that date, and that the audition won't be like a classic, 10-15 minutes audition and you're done. No, it's going to be a workshop, and it will be a movement type of workshop. So again, obviously there's no point in really preparing a monologue, say, for this audition. They did, however, want me to prepare a movement exercise, and I won't go into details. I don't think it's very interesting. It is, however, important to, again, realize that there was a lot of preparation taken into account. It was a substantial thing, It kind of builds up to being something you go, whoa, this is serious. I had marked that date in my calendar and I cleared that day. It was in London. I had to, block the entire day for it, which is fine. That's what we do. I got to the day of the audition. Other than the obviously director, who is also the artistic director for the entire company, there was also the movement director of the company, who's also a performer. He also acts in some of their productions. This is all information that I got out of their website. I've, just like kind of trying to figure out who I'm coming to see and trying to be as prepared and professional. But other than them, there were 4 or even 5 women who we were introduced to as actresses in the company, who are working actresses and who all, I guess, play certain roles already in productions that are already going there, which is fine, I guess. They're entitled to have whoever they want in that room. They might have their own input. I don't know what their company's process is over how they decide on new actors or whatnot. You can realize the level of pressure it puts on you as someone who's auditioning, who's on that other side. It is kind of a situation where you go, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of eyes on me in this 1 hour long of a workshop. So this is how it started, and I really tried to be cool about it. I was really confident that the movement segment that I prepared at home was good and really told the story, and I was really in it. and also in it to have fun. Definitely wanted to just enjoy this part of our work. I do find, and you hear it a lot, I think, as an actor from way back in acting school, that you should enjoy this part. You should look at it as an opportunity to perform, even if at the end of it, the day or a week after, you will get a no. That was my approach. We started the workshop. The 4 women participated in like a name game, I think it was, like where we all introduce ourselves in a way, so to kind of break the ice and I guess make us feel less tense. And then they moved on to that auditioning chair and didn't take part in the rest of the workshop. It was just myself and 2 other candidates. The host of the workshop was actually not the director and the artistic director of the company. He said a nice, polite hello from his chair from the beginning, and the person who hosted the workshop was the movement director, who was very nice, and I felt comfortable around, and he was just really open and made, I think, at least for me, made me feel comfortable in a situation which is obviously very stressful. So we went through different, I've lost the word, exercises, mostly movement exercises. It was nice, it was interesting, I tried to have fun. The director was a bit not interested, I felt, from the very beginning, which, you know, you have a lot of feelings and you sense different things, and sometimes it's just all in your head. So I really tried to put it, you know, away and not let it get to me. But then we got to the part where we were supposed to show our personal small shows, if you may, that we had prepared. I am not that kind of person where, you know, you get told, so who wants to go first? And I'll be like, me. No. This time I was confident and I was happy to go first. And so when they asked who wants to go first, I did. And they gave us a minute or 2 to prepare and get our props out. And by the time I did, and I was standing at the center of the stage to show what I've worked for and what I've worked about for a few good days and hours, the director got up, put his laptop next to him, and got out of the room, which was a bit strange. I mean, yes, you were here up until now, but this is like my time to really show you who I am, what I've worked on. Aren't you interested? I mean, you're gonna maybe potentially direct me. They did, however, put a camera or like a cell phone on, asked for our permission, and said that they're gonna videotape us doing our performances in order to look at it later and to help them decide. And still, I mean, it's just an hour long of a workshop that I worked towards, and I blocked my day and came all this way to participate in. Don't you want to stay in the room and watch me? Or like say you want to have a wee? That's fine. Why not offer us all a break? You know, do your thing. And then, I mean, it did feel in that moment a bit disrespectful. But again, trying to be professional about it, I just put it to the side and did my best. And I think I did. I think I was good in my small thing that I showed. I was emotional about it, and I really tried to do my best with what I had and the time that I had to shine. By the time I was done and the movement director was kind of talking to me about it, the director came back from wherever he went, and he did get to see the 2 other actresses who were with me on that workshop. So that was fun. It was pretty much the end of the audition, and they had said, after thanking us for coming and everything, that it was a Tuesday and that they will give us answers back by Sunday. To be honest, I was skeptical. I think I'm at that point where I've been through 1 or 2 auditions already, and you kind of feel a vibe towards you. Not always, especially through that vibe with the director, who really felt like he was almost not interested in his own audition for his own production. I was just happy to have an opportunity with this type of company and for like a nice theater production, and that was it. And the days had passed, and I tried to not think about it too much, although I think you can guess if you're an actor, and even if you are not, that it's hard not to think about it. But I did. I tried to just go along with other things that I had. You can tell by their website that they update it frequently, that their social media presence generally and their website specifically is very on point. So why am I telling you this? Because even before I got to that workshop, they had already had on their website a page for that future production that I knew I was going to audition for. And I could see on that page that they had already casted most of the cast members, actually all of them except for the role that I was going to audition for. So I knew when the audition ended that I have a reference, that I have that website to maybe go and check for some further information or whatnot. During those days that I waited for an answer, I went on their website and Instagram page quite a lot and was looking for answers. And by the way, they said they will give answer on Sunday at the latest. They did say that they will try to give it earlier, which, when you get told that, you kind of hope you will get an answer earlier than the last day that they tell you. But they didn't. It was Saturday evening when I went online again on their website. And lo and behold, I saw that the character I was auditioning for had an actress chosen for. You can obviously understand it wasn't me. The surprise was that it was one of the actresses who was with us and who was watching us auditioning and going through that 1 hour of a workshop, and who had already been part of their company for, I don't know, some time. You can see on their website, she was performing in former productions. And so 2 elements, again, are here. The first is that they did bother, that they did go through updating their website and putting on it the actress that they chose for that role without sending me an email or calling me as they promised they would beforehand, in telling me, thank you for your time, we're sorry, but we went with someone else. And the second element is that I just felt stupid, because it felt like they knew all along that they were going to go with an actress they already had, who was already working with them, and that for some reason, which I have no idea what it is, they didn't decide on right away, and had decided to call me and 2 other actresses, and I believe they had another workshop except for ours. So they potentially other actors were called for this as well, to block their day, not take any other work, pay for their ride from wherever they go to a non-central area in London for an hour long of a workshop to audition for a role they kind of knew already they want someone else for. It's bizarre. It's uncomfortable. And it made me feel not good. It took another 24 hours for me to email the artistic director who communicated with me before the audition via email. So it wasn't like I was being rude or anything. We were already corresponding about this audition. And I wrote as if I didn't know already that they had chose that actress. And I wrote something like, "Hello, how are you? Thank you again for the lovely opportunity on last Tuesday for this and that audition. I was wondering if you have any answers because you had said that you would give us answers by the end of this day." And it was already like almost 8 p.m. on that Sunday. It didn't take him even an hour to write me a short response saying, "Thank you for coming, yet we had decided to go with another candidate." And by the way, come to think about it, he only responded to my initiative, to my email that I initiated to write to him. I wonder what they had done with the other actresses, because it wasn't like I was then given a response, like an automated response or something that you could see as out of a template that was sent to everyone else. So I wonder how long it took them to even give answers to the other actresses. So I think this story can take us to many discussions. I don't think this video will end with an answer. And it, again, will be interesting for me to hear your thoughts. I guess I wanted to put this out there. First of all, to just share. And second of all, for maybe you guys, if you are going through something that's similar, and this helps you to not feel so alone. Being disappointed is inevitable. And that is fine. I am not coming here to say, I'm disappointed in what they've done. I am disappointed in how they've done it. They are entitled to choose an actress who they already have in their company. It's their prerogative. It's their right to call me and other actresses, audition us, realize none of us are as a good fit as she is. All legit. I do think, and I hope I made this clear in the points that I've made throughout this story, that there could have been another way of making myself and the other lovely women who were going through this with me, in allowing us to have a better experience, whether it be that we won't feel that our time was just wasted, to feel that someone really cared, that we cared. I hope this video was interesting for you. And if it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to grow. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.